Hi everyone, welcome to quarterfinals, day 2 of the nationals happening here at Anantapur. We have here Airbenders playing Stall7, which is the 1v8 quarterfinals, and this is Hari commentating, calling this game for you. Naina with the disc, Sushil with the in-cart, Sushil looking for a reset to Anna, Anna to Aaron. Sushil with the disc again, he looks for the low around to Becca. Becca with the throw and Ajay with the score, and Airbenders punch it in and kick this quarterfinals off for us. Score is 1-0 to Airbenders. It's going to be a riveting match, this one. Stall7 is a team from Chennai, Airbenders is a team from Bangalore. Both are quality teams, extremely good players, good system, good work rate. You will see some display of great athleticism here. And the disc goes up. Talib with a pull. And Adi catches it, centers it to Box with the disc. Box unmarked right now, but Doc catches up to him. Arul with the disc. Arul looks to Arvind. Arvind with the disc on the sideline. Stall7 is the team in white. Airbenders team in black. Centers it back to Box. Box with that slot and a very uncharacteristic drop from Arul. Airbenders have a really early break opportunity here. Pixie with the disc. Pixie looks to Akhil. While Akhil was in Chennai, he used to play for Stall7. Becca with the disc, assist to Talib. Talib with the score, and Airbenders have a very early break opportunity here. It's going to be a huge boost for them. Score is 2-0 to Airbenders. I also have here with me Rishi, who is going to be joining me in calling this game.
Okay, one sec. Any issues or anything?
So Airbenders with a very early break opportunity here. It was an uncharacteristic drop by Arul. Arul is a really good player. Can pluck the disc out of thin air. I'm sure they'll look to brush this off and be on their way and get off the mark here with this offense point. On the Stall7 offense, Pixie with a pull, a good pull. On the Stall7 offense, we have Adi, we have Arul, we have Dikka, we have Box. Arvind Alpha giving the ins. Arvind Alpha centers to Box. Box to Nitya. Nitya back to Box. Box to Adi with a huge under. Adi to Arvind. Arvind to Arul, and that was a close D by Talib. Oh no, that's another uncharacteristic drop by Stall7. It's the pressure of high pressure games, and Pixie with a huge throw finds Becca, but it bounces off her hands. Unfortunately, she can't hold on to it. Stall7 have another chance to get off the mark here and punch their first score in. This is Hari calling this game for you. If you have any issues with the stream, or if you think anything can be better, please let us know in the comments. Dika with that quick inside out shot finds Adi. Adi finds Aravind. Aravind dumps it back to Adi. Arul with a huge under gets the disc. Sagarika gives a deep run, but they already have somebody in the deep for them, so a few defenders there. Pixie with a very close mark on Aravind. Pixie back to Adi again. Adi to Sagarika. Sagarika to Arul, and a crazy grab there by Arul. Arul sends it to Aravind and it sails out of bounds. Field dimensions are a huge thing. Frisbee, sometimes the field is smaller than what you're used to practicing in, it tends to go out of bounds. So you got to, hold your throw in. Ask Rishi. Airbenders with another break chance here. Pixie walking up to the line with a disc. He has Doc as his support handler. I've seen Doc play for so many years. I don't know his real name yet. I should ask him sometime. Pixie with the disc. Adi marking Pixie. Pixie to Doc. Becca gave a slash cut but was looked off. And Talib reels it in. Talib to Charmaine. Back to Talib. Talib with a give goes. And a foul call there. That was foul call by Becca on Dika, and it was uncontested. So Airbenders retain their position. Becca with the disc. And Airbenders score another one. The score is 3-0 to Airbenders. A very clinical performance here by their defense line, who have broken 3 times consecutively. 2 times consecutively, my bad. Stall7 have taken a timeout to just regroup, reconvene, get their spirits back up, get their head in the game again. Stall7 are a great team. I have full trust in them to get back into this game with a blast. Only time will tell, so stay tuned. So this is the last leg of our championship season. This is the nationals. Before this we had the sectionals and the regionals. Airbenders won their respective sectionals and regionals. They have had a nearly perfect season so far, perfect record. If I remember correctly, they have only lost 1 game, I think, to Flywild, who are playing the other quarterfinal, by the way, which is on another stream. Flywild is playing Flying Spirits on the other stream. Flying Spirits, a team from Pune, who play an exciting brand of Ultimate, and Flywild, a team from Chennai. That is going on in the other stream, so if you wish to tune into that, you can.
Super feeble.
I saw a few comments that my commentary was inaudible. Apologies for that. I shall try to adjust my mic position. Please don't hesitate to put it back in the comments if the audio is better now, so we can see what to fix, you know, if not for the mic position. But yeah, here we are again. Score is 3-0 to Airbenders. Becca with the pull. It's a 4-3 ratio, alternating. Now the ratio is 4 women, 3 men. Becca with the pull. It's a great pull. It's floating for a long time. Arul catches the pull, centers it to Adi and clears out. Adi to Arvind Alpha. Arvind Alpha to Arul. Pooja Raghu playing a deep poach there for Airbenders so that they don't, Stall7 doesn't take a quick hug deep. Adi to Ishta. Ishta with the disc. Becca coming to marker. Sagarika is free on the sideline, poached. Sagarika comes in for the slash cut, gets the disc, great cut. Adi playing active, Adi with the disc, passes it to Arul. Arul looks for the inside out shot. I thought he had the forehand open side, but I could be wrong. Adi with the disc again. Pooja Raghu, since they have moved closer to the end zone, the deep poach is off and they are playing strict person defense now. Arul to Adi. You can see how the disc floated up there. That will give you an idea of the wind that is there. Adi with the disc. Arul centers it back to Adi. And Stall7 punch it in for their first score. Arul with the trademark celebration. Stall7 are off the mark. Score is 1-3 now. I'm sure this is the first of many. You can see some celebration there in the Stall7 camp. I'm sure they'll be very happy about this and gain a lot of confidence from this one. It's hard, it's really tough mentally going down 3-0 in a quarterfinals. But both of these teams are great teams. Stall7 is a great team, so I'm sure they'll bounce back up very strong here. I see our comments, guys. We are trying to fix it. We are trying to work around it. Please keep the feedback coming in so we'll know. Anyway, I'll try to be a bit louder if that helps. I need to fill my water bottle if I'm going to be speaking at this volume. That's okay. So we are back here. Stall7 on defense now. Score is 1-3 to Airbenders. Stall7 to the pull, and this is the Airbenders O-line. You can see how by the time the pull has come and the defenders are set up, they are already in the halfway mark. Sushil back to Anna. Looking for the around, reset to Aaron. Aaron back to Anna. And Anna to Naina for the score. And the clinical Airbenders offense once again. Clean hold. Score is 4-1 to Airbenders. Folks, I think the audio should have gotten better now. We are able to hear it on the stream here, and we had a few people here at the venue with us who were saying they were able to hear the audio. So do check again, do let us know. Score is 4-1 here to Airbenders. Airbenders D-line again on display here. Talib with the disc. You can see Talib's trademark forehand pull. It's going to come through. Somebody has commented that sibling unit. Just as a context, so Airbenders has 3 siblings playing on the team. Anna, Aaron and Naina. Anna is the eldest, Aaron second and Naina is the youngest. They all play for Airbenders together and their chemistry is blistering. They all play on the offense line. Must be great playing with your siblings on such a stage, on such a pressure situation. Box with the throw to Nitya. Nitya drops it. Airbenders defense line with an opportunity for another break here. And Pixie sends the huck. And Becca grabs it right at the starting of the end zone. She's looking for options. And Talib reels it in for the score. Airbenders break once again. Score is 5-1 to Airbenders. They've been playing some brilliant ultimate for the past year, Airbenders. Due praise for all the hard work that their entire team has done, all the discipline that they have put in for their practices. I'm not sure which team has taken a timeout, but another. Okay, I was wrong. There was no timeout. They just had a quick reconvene. Stall7 offense line walking back to their line now. They will want to bounce back into this game. They are a great team, great athletes. A bunch of them have represented India at the international level. In fact, both these teams have players who have represented India at the international level. So that tells you about the quality we have on display here. But a few unforced errors, very unexpected, uncharacteristic errors from Stall7. But when you're playing a high pressure game in such conditions, anything can happen, as from one athlete to another. But I think they'll brush it off and get back again with full gusto. Pixie with the pull, it rolls to the back of the end zone, stays inbounds. Box picks it up, centers it to Adi. Adi to Dikka. Dikka looking to Aravind. Aravind looked for a huge backhand huck but decided to hold it back in. Box with the slash cut. Aravind giving the around. And Adi giving the break swing. Centers it back to Adi. I think there's a pick call. Yep, pick call was coming. Pick call by Becca on Sagarika. So a pick call for first time ultimate viewers. And for a relatively newer audience, a pick call happens when the defense believes an offensive or a defensive player came in their way that disrupted them from catching up. So that's when you call a pick. Sagarika with a downfield pass to Arul. Arul's pass rised up, but Ashwini saved it. Very aware, field awareness. And is that going to be another score? And Dikka reels it in. But Airbenders is calling out. That was a brilliant catch by Dikka. Crazy catch as the disc was fading away. But unfortunately, it is out. As I had mentioned before, there is some crosswind here. Stall7 thought it was a score. They ran in to celebrate. But it is what it is. Airbenders with another break chance here. Pixie walking up to the end zone, walking up to the line. A marking infraction there called by Pixie, and Arvind accepts it. Stall resets. Pixie looking for the reset, looking to Doc. Doc with the lefty reset. Looking for Talib. Talib centers it back to Doc. Talib gets the disc again. Oh, a turnover there. Shit, man, I didn't see whether it was a D. Stall7 get back their offense chance. Can they make it? 2-5 remains to be seen. Arul with the disc. Centers it to Arvind. Arvind with a gentle dishy to Adi. Short passes is the way to go here in these conditions. They are low risk. Adi with a huge hammer fake. Adi interestingly is being... Oh! Charmaine had the D there, but Arvind saves it with his awareness. And an unfortunate slip. Sagarika slips. And turnover. Airbenders get yet another break chance. Becca to Talib. Oh, what a pass. That was such a leading pass into space. The right amount of space. Defender had no chance. Pixie to Charmaine and a gentle dishy assist for the score. Airbenders with yet another break. Score is 6-1, I believe. 6-1 to Airbenders. For the people who have just joined us, you are looking at the quarterfinals of Airbenders versus Stall7, which is the 1v8 quarterfinals. We are here at Anantapur in Andhra Pradesh for this nationals tournament. We have been given a great venue at Anantapur Sports Village, so real thanks to them for letting us use their grounds for this tournament. I'm sure we will be back again to play many more tournaments here. We would also like to thank SportsWatt, who are our broadcast sponsor. Huge shout out to them and thanks to them for helping us take Indian Ultimate to a bigger audience, for people sitting at home and for people abroad, you know, who miss Ultimate dearly. I see a comment that the volume is good, so that's great. Very glad. Do keep the feedback coming in. And for people just joined, this is Hari. I play for Tix. I'm calling the game for you, which is the quarterfinals of Airbenders versus Stall7. So 2 sets of matches are happening now. Another 2 sets of quarterfinals are going to happen, begin at 4:30 if I am not wrong. So on the other stream we have Flywild playing Flying Spirits, which is the 2v7 quarterfinals. This is the 1v8 quarterfinals. Score is now 6-1 to Airbenders. What happened here? Teams had taken a quick timeout here, and now we are back in action. The Airbenders D-line setting up. Coach Buddy has also coached the Indian team on various campaigns. He is the coach for Stall7. Has given some instructions to Stall7. Becca with the pull for Airbenders. A great pull. Nandan feels the pull, centers it to Adi. That was a good fake by Nandan. I think he is calling for starting stall count from over 3 meters. For people who are watching Ultimate for the first time, Ultimate is a self-refereed sport. We make our own calls, we resolve our own calls. It's also mixed gender, predominantly mixed gender here played in India. We also have a single gender tournament as a part of our championship season. Sagarika with the disc for Stall7 resets to Aravind. Playing a tight offense close to the sideline. They should reset it back to the center, and just as I say that, Nandan resets it to the center, and bunch of contact there. Nandan calls it. Contact called by Nandan on Talib. They're resolving it now. It's an intense game, it's an intense situation. Play resumes. Sagarika with the disc, looking for Adi. Airbenders playing a little unconventional defense here. Have two girls on the handler lane, one who is marking the disc and one who is poaching the lane. Pooja Raghu and Janani, who are the marks, and they have male players guarding the downfield cutters. Nandan with a zipper of a throw to find Sagarika. That was a great find, great vision. Back to Adi. Adi directing his cutters to where he wants them. Is he going to take that overhead shot, looking for the slots? And he goes for the hammer and finds Aravind comfortably for the score. And Stall7 get one more. Score is 2-6 to Airbenders.
Hey everyone, this is Rishi. I was supposed to join Hari as well, but we are trying to dish out some of the issues we had with volume and streaming. We are working to see what we can do given our limited resources available. We are of course at Anantapur for the first ever time. This is the national finale of the Mixed National Championship Series, and we're a bunch of teams, 16 teams come down in a town in Andhra Pradesh, and here we are for 3 days playing for the national title. This game, Airbenders versus Stall7, currently at 6-2. Not a scoreline we had expected. I must admit that I think Airbenders perhaps started the game as favorites, but this difference was something that we had not expected. The last time these two teams faced off, it was in the final, incidentally, of the South Mixed Regionals, which happened just a few months back. And the score there was, I think, 13-11 to Airbenders. So it was a tight game. We were expecting this quarterfinal to be a tight contest. Of course, I've not followed too much of what happened in this game, running around behind the scenes, but here's to hoping for a comeback.
The Airbenders O-line on display yet again. They've already crossed 3/4 of the field and the pull had just gone up. If you notice Airbenders offense, by the time the defense sets up, they would have reached half line. Very disciplined offensive unit, well drilled, well oiled offensive unit here. as a call. Aaron with the disc. Aaron to Sushil. Sushil looking for his options. A gentle dishy to Anna. Anna looking to Rinku, and that's a score. Once again, the Airbenders offensive unit. Airbenders with yet another score. Score is 7-2 to Airbenders. Just like Rishi had mentioned, the score difference is something we did not anticipate. But Stall7 is a quality side. I have full confidence in them that they'll stage a comeback here. Great players, great athletes. They will recalculate their strategies and come back with a bang. It's very hot here, very hot and humid. The wind had also picked up since today. Yesterday was quite still, but today we have a crosswind blowing on fields 1 and 2. So the throws need to be very calculated. The handlers need to run a lot so that the throws can be kept short. Hello to everyone watching on the stream. We have 73 people with us on the stream. Pixie with the pull. Huge floaty pull. Adi picks it up. Sends it to Nandan. Nandan to Box. That was a great upline. And Box sends it to Aravind, who reels it in for the score. It was a buttery throw by Box. Classic Box throw. Great grab by Aravind too. Immense closing down speed shown by him. So Stall7 get one more in their kitty. Score is 3-7. Why are there so many people here? Like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors yet again. They really help us take Ultimate a long way and make the experience better for all our athletes. Enerzol is our hydration partner. SportsWatt is our broadcast partner. And another thanks to Anantapur Sports Village for letting us conduct this tournament here.
And thanks to Hari as well, who's been putting hard hours here in the commentary box. Of course, playing a lot of his games as well, and then spending overtime with us, calling this game so far. Also, shout out to all the volunteers from India Ultimate and all the people behind the scenes who are making this tournament happen. With that, the pull seems to have landed out of bounds. Aaron walking it up to the brick mark.
Aaron to Anna, Anna back to Aaron. This is the sibling combo that I had mentioned. The speed is crazy to watch from here live. The offensive speed is absolutely blistering. Sushil gets in on the fun now. Sushil to Samatwa. Samatwa is a lefty. Ajay with a really athletic grab there. Ajay with a hammer, and it connects to Aaron. Really gutsy throw there by Ajay in this wind, in these conditions. A great connect there to find Aaron. Aaron was in the handling lane and he had scored. That just shows how dynamic this Airbenders offense line is. Everybody can play any required position that is needed. It was a brilliant throw, brilliant find, a very brave throw. Score is 8-3. I think it's half time now. Airbenders have taken the half comfortably. Score is 8-3 to Airbenders. And we shall take a quick 1.5 minute break before the action resumes again. Today's round of games are 100 minutes long because today were the reseeding games and then all of these quarterfinals, semis and finals. They're all 100-minute games and the halves are 7 minutes long. We shall soon be away with the action. Like I had mentioned before, there's also another game happening, which is Fly Wild versus Flying Spirits, which is the other quarterfinals, the 2v7 quarterfinals. So you can tune into the other stream to watch, get a glimpse of that action as well. The score there is 6-4 to Fly Wild. And we are away on the action. Stall7 starting on offense. Unfortunate drop there by Dika. Pixie walking up to the disc to pick it up. Our Airbenders going to get another break, and they do get another break. Score is 9-3 here to Airbenders. We have the 4 women, 3 men ratio for this point, which keeps alternating every 2 points. Becca with a huge, lovely pull. Box receives it and centers it to Adi. Adi to Dikka. Dikka looking for options and gives it back to Adi. Back to Box. Box centers it to Ishta. Ishta looking for options, finds Aravind. Aravind to Box. Will there be a quick give go? Box sends it and finds Dika. Oh, and that was a low throw and a great catch by Ashwini in the end zone. And Stall7 get one more in their bag. Score is 4-9 to Airbenders. Still a long way off. It's going to require a lot of grit and resilience to catch up on this huge points deficit, but you never know what can happen. Field has a lot of great athletes who are doing things that they really like, so it remains to be seen. Score is 9-4 to Airbenders.
This is the quarterfinals match. This is Shri from open side joining Hari from break side. It looks to be an intense match, though Airbenders have a lead right now. They're already lined up for offense.
Airbenders start on offense. Their offensive unit going to start their juggernaut once again. Great pull from Arul. Aaron finds his sister Naina. Naina finds Sushil. Sushil finds Samatwa. Samatwa centers it to Aaron. Such a well-disciplined offensive unit. Aaron to Naina once again. Naina to her sister Anna. Ajay to Naina. Sushil with the disc looks for the upline, and a great catch from Samatwa. Such a well-timed jump, and Samatwa reels it in for Airbenders. The score is now 10-4 to Airbenders.
Yeah, Hari, I find their offensive play really disciplined. They give no room for errors. Pinpoint throws, great cuts, and great skies as well. So Stall7 will have to find their, reach their depths, bring up some ace game to kind of trump this really strong Airbenders lineup. Here's Airbenders with a pull. It'll be interesting to trace their journey to this quarterfinals. Stall7 has something that, is he going to get it? That's what I was talking about, that it's really hard. Stall7 will make it really hard for themselves if they make any unforced errors, which was what this was.
I think there was a bit of a miscommunication there. Adi didn't expect the throw to come up. It did anyway, and the throw faded off. Airbenders with yet another break chance. So, Kavya Satish has asked for a recap. What recap can I give you? Airbenders have been putting on a clinic here in Anantapur. They have not lost any games. They have beaten their opponents by a comfortable margin in the other games. And just as I say that, saw commentator's jinx. Yeah, Shri, it's called a commentator's jinx. And it was a great throw by Box on the dime to Adi, and the sideline just erupts. It was a bookend by Adi. He got the D and sent a buttery forehand throw all the way to the end zone. You can watch Box's throws all day long. They are therapeutic. So Adi there with the score. Stall7 must gain some motivation from this. I'm sure it will cheer them up. Score is 10-5 now to Airbenders. Still a long way to go, but one pot at a time, you know.
I'll tell you what, Hari. People like good comeback stories, and I think that's what the eruption from the sideline and the audience is about. Who doesn't like to watch a thriller, right? And we all hope that as much as Airbenders is putting up a really, really strong show here, Stall7 would make it thrilling, come really, really close.
Absolutely, Shri, absolutely. Stall7 is a great team, great athletes. So many of them have represented the country at an international level. So they know what it is to play on such a big stage, such a big occasion, quarterfinals, 5 points down. So I'm sure we can expect something. But now that I say it, I feel like we shouldn't have, you know, called it out with fear of another commentator's jinx. But hopefully we get a good fight here. Stall7 is pumped. Box is pumped. Adi is pumped. Sagarika sends the pull. Pull finds Aaron. Aaron to Anna. Anna finds Becca. Airbenders offense just seems to have so much space to work with. And Anna to Sushil, and that was just 5 passes. The point got over as quickly as it started. Absolute offensive clinic here by Airbenders. Well-oiled team, well-oiled machinery. Score is 11-5 now to Airbenders. At this point on paper, they just have to keep their offensive holds and they'll be fine. They'll sail through to the semis.
Yeah, as Airbenders and Stall7 set up for the next point, what is your most favorite cheer, Hari, among all the teams?
Cheers are such a characteristic part of Ultimate Shri, but all of them have such distinct cheers. I'm not going to choose favorites here because people are going to come at me later. But I have a few favorites. I like the dab that Airbenders do after each point. I even like Airborne's cheer. It's a line from a Tamil song. It's a very popular Tamil song by Hip Hop Tamila. Very good cheer that as well, and it encapsulates them being a Tamil team coming from Chennai, so it encapsulates that as well. Very thoughtful of them. But all of the teams, a lot of teams have great cheers, and I'm sure it means a lot to them. But I've seen some cool cheers in my time as an Ultimate player. While we talk about this, Airbenders again, their defensive line, Becca with a great pull all the way to the end zone. Box feels the pull, sends it to Dikka. Arvind with a huge in-cut, but you can see the Airbenders defense on display there. Becca was poaching that line, but Arvind had to get past her to get the disc. Dikka looking for a reset. Looks to Box. Box to Sagarika. Sagarika with the disc now. Centers, resets it to Arvind. Such a pinpoint find to Dikka, and Ishta is in acres of space there to punch it in. Stall7 gaining some momentum here, gaining some josh here. Score is 11-6 to Stall7. What a find that was from Box to Dikka. Might go unnoticed, you know, but in that wind, a blady forehand OI to find somebody on a sideline is such a tough job. So difficult, such a difficult throw, and Box executed it seamlessly. like we have seen him do time and again. So Shri, how has your experience been here at Anantapur? What do you think about the fields? You have been given such great fields by Anantapur Sports Academy to play this nationals in.
Yeah, I was just commentating in the morning game where Breakside was playing Vipers, and that was, it's a big selling point. Two ways: great fields, great facilities, great space for audience to hang in, watch the match. Also, it also raised the curiosity levels of a small town like Anantapur, where I think people know cricket, you can see, then they know football, there's facilities for basketball, but suddenly, like Frisbee on the radar, there were people stopping by asking to explain what this game is about, and they were so fascinated, so curious. Mixed gender sport, no referee, no whistles blowing. How does this work? So yeah, I think it's a great showcase of a new sport in a new town.
Now that you mentioned that, Shri, I wanted to talk about it, that the Sports Academy has a lot of sports facilities, and it's kids here who want to be sports people in their lives. So it's sports, all sports for them. And for them to see a new sport was a really cool experience. Ankit Lara says hello to me in the comments. Hi Alex, we really miss having GK Mat here at the Nationals. Would have been great to see you go up against all of these teams. Hopefully you can make it to the next tournament, and looking forward to see GK Mat play real soon. While we talk, the Airbenders offensive unit once again going about their work, and Riku in the end zone. Jashan says it looks like they are playing against no defense. It really does seem like that sometimes. And lot of credit, it's not like it, they just woke up one day and they are able to play this offense. Lot of months and years have gone into building this chemistry and building this system that Airbenders has. It's such a well-oiled offensive unit. Score now is 13-6. If I'm not wrong, yes, it is 13-6. Still to Airbenders. I believe one of the teams have taken a timeout to hydrate and to just reconvene. And I say hydrate, I would really like to thank our hydration partners who are Enerzol. All the teams have Enerzol tablets here. It's really needed, otherwise you're going to cramp up in this sun. What?
Yeah, great opportunity to thank our sponsors. Ultimate is mostly a self-funded sport world over. It's kind of interesting, self-refereed, self-funded. So, but it takes a lot in terms of commitment and energy. You see ultimate athletes, their peak of fitness if they have to continue playing this for a long time. So it can be a great cross-fitness sport for most other sports as well. So to have sponsors backing us is great, and the commentary itself is also voluntary. So most of the things are really volunteer efforts. So big thanks to all the volunteers also to make this happen.
A few other things have also changed in India Ultimate, with the biggest being hub.indiaultimate.org. So all our experienced players who have been around the Indian Ultimate scene for a while, you would have remembered Google Sheets going around before tournaments that has the schedules and that needed to be updated and all of that. But since Sakat 2023, Ultimate tournaments in India have shifted to having their schedules on their website. You can please check the website out. It's hub.indiaultimate.org. You can see the results of all the games and the scores of your favorite teams and the results of the campaign that they have had so far. While we say that, we are off again with the Airbenders D-line. Pixie sending a huge pull into the end zone. Nandan fields the pull, centers it to box. I was a little close there with Akhil breathing down his neck. Arvind Alpha with the disc. Arvind to Sagarika. Sagarika sends it. Talib and Adi going for the disc. Who is going to come down with it? And it's Adi who comes down with the disc. Such a riveting contest when two really good athletes go up for the disc. It always makes people sit on the edge of their seats and look up, and a huge gasp after that. Just as I say that, there's a huge sky on the neighboring field where Flywild is playing Flying Spirits. I believe that was Araga who had gotten the disc down, a little far off, so I am not sure. But Flywild is playing Flying Spirits in the other quarterfinals. The score there is 6-10 to Flywild. So tune in to that as well. And after this, there are two more matches, two more quarterfinals. So I hope to see a lot of you joining us in the streams for that game. There was no wind yesterday, Shri. The wind picked up today. We have a crosswind that has been blowing since morning, which makes it all the more difficult for teams. But Airbenders and quality teams seem to do it so seamlessly, so effortlessly. What was your take? How did your team perform? How did you adapt to the wind?
Yeah, I think what we did is we switched from word stack to a lot more host stack and zone defense on our defense. And I'm thinking most teams would have adapted a little bit to the wind. Like that's what Stall7 has put a zone as well. But with the kind of throws that Airbenders have, they are so low release that they neutralize any possible wind. As it's happening right now, there is a pump fake by Aaron. Let's see how they trump the zone.
While you were talking, we just saw Ajay send a hammer crossfield to Sushil. It's such a gutsy throw in this wind in these conditions. Ajay with the disc again. Aaron has the disc. We saw earlier Riku asking for a hammer crossfield, but Aaron held off. They're playing such a safe offense here. There's a call. I am guessing it's fast. Oh, and a hand block there.
It's a rare, offensive turnover that we are seeing from Airbenders. Now there's a huck. Now is he going to get it? Oh.
Adi to Arul. Huck that would have connected.
I think there's a call on field. There's a player down.
Oh, there is a player down. It's hot and humid here. Ajay is down. I am not sure if it's an injury or it's a foul. It remains to be seen. It's an uncontested foul. There I think Adi's hand hit Ajay while the throw was made. Is it a offensive foul? I'm not sure. The disc has come back, so I'm not sure what the call was. I thought it was a offensive foul, but not. Adi with an around to Arul. Arul centers it to Sneha. Sneha to Adi. Arul is such a workhorse in this game. He has been doing it all for Stall7. Cutting deep, cutting back in, handling, resetting. You can see him everywhere. Now he comes in for the around. Adi finds Arul with a hammer. Centers it to Adi again. Adi to Aravind. Aravind is a player from Spinergy, Auroville. He's been playing with Stall7 this season. To Aravind again. They need to work it up. They can't lose sight of their goal here. Oh! I think that's a foul again. This time a marking infraction, I believe.
What are the screens coming up for? Do you know? There's India Ultimate. IndiaUltimate.org is where you find all the information about the action that's going on in the ultimate scene. Just as the call is being resolved, as I mentioned, it's a self-refereed sport. I also have to bring to notice that each country sort of chooses how to take the sport forward. And while we've seen like countries like UK, US, kind of put a lot of emphasis, or rather equally emphasize single gender sport, in India as a mixed gender sport, this is really something that we see a lot of action in. This year we have a separate single gender tournament, but otherwise until last year it was part of the NCS series where mixed gender is mostly emphasized. Now we're back to play. Stall7 with the disc. There's a swing around. Stall7 trying to just swing the disc around, not taking any risks at this point, valuing possession over progression. Will the disc find someone in the deep space? It's a lot of patience that we see. Beautiful inside break. And Sagarika, right?
Sagarika with the score there. You're witnessing an extremely rare instance of Airbenders offense being broken. Kudos to Stall7 for showing such great grit and resilience in this trying conditions. They would be so tired, and yet they took their time, slow and patient, didn't do anything risky and punched it in for the score, for the easy score there. The last pass was an easy open side for backhand. This shows, like she had mentioned, possession over progression. This shows how important it is to just keep the disc, to swing it around, and you will get the chance to score. There was a great display there by Stall7 offense, by Stall7 defense team to get the D and punch it in.
You know, Hari, there are times when I see like teams, when they have a goal difference and they're running out of time, they try to play a huck game to kind of try to cover up those points. We don't see that with Stall7 here. They've been patient, they've been swinging it around. What do you think of that strategy to kind of make up for the goal difference?
I think it's a great strategy, but also I think there is quite some time left in this game. I'm not sure how much time has elapsed. But since it's a 100-minute game, I think there's a good amount of time left for them to capitalize on it. And also because if you're on a D line and if you have had 2-3 turnovers in a point, you're very tired and you wouldn't. And a pull drop there by Ajay. It came at a head high for him, and there was a pull drop. Adi composing everybody on the field. They would really want to score this. Arul with the disc. Oh! It was a low throw, and Stall7 has given it back. There was such great defense by Airbenders offense side to get that disc back. Aaron taking his time to walk up to the disc. Aaron to Anna. Anna to Nena. Nena back to Anna. Nena to Aaron. Playing at such an immense speed here. Oh, what an air bounce. Aaron is just running this, and then Riku in acres of space, totally unguarded. Such good offense that was, Shri. It shows how important it is to play a short ball game in these conditions and use your legs a lot. Aaron ran that offense, giving and going, and then finding such a easy pass. There was nobody there in the end zone to mark Riku there, and it should be amongst the easiest scores Riku has had in our ultimate career.
Yeah, I thought that was really beautiful, because if you looked at the progression, it just happened along the sideline, and that's the thing that most teams actually are afraid of doing. You have to have such precise throws, because you could turn over in a minute. And if you saw the game, they just sent open side passes, but there was cuts along the sideline, and all of them, I think they were women cutters, they just sent it through. That was beautiful to watch.
Hina has commented that 79 minutes have elapsed. Thank you so much, Hina, for that information. So that means, Shri, we have 20 more minutes. and 20 more minutes is a good enough time to, you know, lessen the lead even by playing safe offense. But I do really agree with your strategy that you need to play a long game if the time is short and you need to catch up. You see that in a lot of you know, AUDL games, and we have a new tournament that we run here in India called the Fast Fight tournament. All of these buzzer beater tournaments and buzzer beater games, you will see a deployment of this huck tactics, because in Indian Ultimate, in VIF rules, we have a soft cap and a hard cap, so it's game to +1. So till, I mean, once the time limit is done, you play to +1, so you have the time and opportunity for the team down on score to come back and get those points one by one to, you know, level the score. So it is a good strategy, but it's hot here, it's humid here, players are tired after having played continuous points. So I guess that is also why they are not playing a hard game, and I don't blame them for it. I think they are playing it right.
So is there no 15 game to 15? Isn't that the max score?
There is a game to 15. Once it comes to, Airbenders need to score 2 more to come to 15, right? So Stall7 would rather not waste the offensive chances that they get by taking a risky pass, because once Airbenders on offense again and they turn it over, they have a chance and they wouldn't want to waste it. So I don't blame Stall7 for it. Pixie with the pull again. Box picks it up, gives it to Nandan. Nandan resets it to Ash. Ash with the disc. Ash sends it to Sagarika. Sagarika to Aravind. Aravind to Box. Box with the disc.
Do you see how they've contained the disc in just, you know, in the closest to the end zone? And I think now, after some 5-6 passes, now it's the first pass. That's made some progression. Again, it's gone back to Nandan now.
Adi with the disc, hammer to find Box. Box with an inside out, buttery forehand to find Dika. And what a throw there. You can see the trademark celebration by Box. That was such a on the dime, you know, for Dika to find that great catch too by Dika, must be said. Such a great throw, looked so effortless, that forehand inside out. Absolute delight to watch Box throw. You can watch it all day, like I said before. And Stall7 get one more in their bag. The score is now, it was 9-13. Yeah, score is now 9-13 to Airbenders. 4-point deficit, Shri. And still around 15 minutes remaining. I think the game is wide open still. It just needs 3 Airbenders mistakes and for Stall7 to capitalize on to level this game. As we see Awadh Kiladis warming up for their quarterfinals. Awadh Kiladis is a team from Lucknow, Project Kale. You should follow them on Instagram. They do some really great work there for the kids and bring them into Ultimate. They have a huge Ultimate scene there. They have around 4 or 5 teams and enough players for all the teams.
It's beautiful, Hari. I don't know if you've seen their Instagram post leading up. They posted their pictures from the train. Stall7 with the pull. Very blady pull here. Oh.
Sushil with the disc. Sushil to Samatwa. Samatwa to Aaron. Aaron back to Samatwa. Samatwa sends it to Sushil. Sushil has been a vital cog of this Airbenders offense. He has adapted to his new role of making a slash cut, resetting it, helping out in the handler space. Anna and Samatwa swinging it around easily. Oh, Dika there almost. She's playing as a lane poach, sort of lane poach, to prevent those forward passes, but that forward pass still got away. Samatwa to Naina and Samatwa to Ajay for the score. Such a simple punch-in score. And now Airbenders, one more. Score is 14-9 to Airbenders.
They are one away from taking the game from Stall7. Let's see if Stall7 can. Have you seen, we've seen some comebacks. I have seen some comeback games, amazing comeback games, both in India and, you know, in the world under 20, I think, under 24 games. That was like amazing. I don't know if Stall7 can do that. It looks tough, but we all hope for, because it will make it exciting. Going back to the leading up to the next quarterfinal in which Awadh Khiladis is playing, you should really check out their Instagram post. They did a Kiwi style introduction to their teammates, their family members introducing the Awadh Khiladis to the world. That was really touching. And they posted their pictures along the journey, their train journey all the way from Lucknow. So everybody is excited. People say they play like there's no tomorrow. And when people play a sport at that level, it's so inspiring to watch. And I'm excited to watch the next quarterfinal.
Yeah, I was just pulling up the schedule on hub.indiaultimate.org. Awadh Khiladis is playing ATC 4v5 for one quarterfinal, and the other quarterfinal is between Airborne and L2F, which is 3v6. Both of these are going to be riveting matches, great teams. I think the pull went out of bounds. Box has got a break. Boggs gets it back from Dika, sends a beautiful around to Aravind. Aravind to Dika, good grab by Dika. If she had caught it a fraction of a second later, I think Becca was onto that. Aravind looking for cuts. A makeshift scuba to reset it to Boggs. Hadi with a disc. I think had a minor discussion with Talib on contact. Adi sends it to Aravind, and that's another score for Stall7. They seem to have gotten their mojo back, but is it a bit too late, Shri?
I wonder about that. They definitely need a break, both to inspire themselves and feel like they have a chance. I'm sure both Airbenders and Stall7 will bring up their strongest line. So this will be the most riveting point right now. Stall7 the strongest defense, and Airbenders their strongest offense. So let's see what they come up with. What would you do on offense right now? You are 1 point away from the game, but you have 4 opportunities.
I think from an Airbenders perspective, it's quite straightforward. Play the same offense that you have been playing time and again for the entire season that has not failed you so far. Airbenders have had a spotless season so far, Shri. They have only lost 1 match in all tournaments put together, sectionals, regionals and nationals now. They only lost that 1 game to Fly Wild in MGR. Apart from that, they have had a spotless season. Flawless, the usual, the usual Airbenders offense. Just run it, just get another point. It's just another point. You know, you have scored so many points, and this is just another point. It just so happens to be your 15th point, but that's okay. So Ajay with the disc once again. Airbenders progressing on the sidelines. Seem to be comfortable doing that. Ajay scubas it to Anna. Anna centers it to Aaron. Aaron to Ajay. Ajay to Naina. Naina looking back for help. What is she going to do? She finds Aaron. Aaron with an acrobatic catch.
is, should you put a zone when you are like fighting for the last point, or did that convert? Did the
With that, they did convert Aaron to Riku, a hammer assist for the score, and Airbenders are through to the semis. No surprises there. Score is 15-10 to Airbenders. Thank you folks for joining us for this quarterfinals. Thank you Shri for joining me in the comm box. It was a pleasure calling this game with you.
Great, Hari, wonderful. Now, I hope we switch the commentary team, and I want to be on the sideline for the Awadh Khiladis match. I haven't seen them play this tournament. So, signing off here on a hot sunny day from Anantapur. Keep tuning in, folks.
Hello.
So Airbenders took that game 15-10. We have another two quarterfinals coming up. L2F playing Airborne and Awadh Khiladis playing ATC for the other two quarterfinals. Those two as well are going to be such great games, and I hope you watch. The games will start at 4:30, so they will be 100-minute games as well. So do join us in another half an hour. And thank you to the folks who've tuned in. Hope you had a great viewing experience. This is Hari signing off from the comm box for now. See you all soon.